August 2022, we landed in the USA. And for the next 6 months, we lived nomadically among 3 states as we acclimatized to our new life. Jean settled into his new job,
my new place of work,
and we familiarized ourselves with various neighborhoods, all while living rent-free in a country where we had no friends and no family to fall back on. In this video, we're going to show you how we lived rent-free for 6 months in the DMV area, the tri-state intersection of the District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia, and saved a ton of money as a result, and what it's like living nomadically in a new country. So if this is interesting to you, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, because in the next video, we're also going to share the pros and cons of this strategy, as well as some tips we picked up along the way. So you can decide if this is something you want to do if you're a foreigner moving to the USA. And if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below. So let's jump straight into the details. Our nomadic explorations were made possible through pet sitting. But instead of being paid to pet sit like professional pet sitters do, we looked after other people's pets for free in exchange for staying in their house with their pets while they went away on holiday or for work. Initially, we were only going to do this for a couple of weeks. So before we left South Africa, I had arranged and confirmed our first 2 pet sits. I did this through an app called Trusted House Sitters, which is a membership website and app where pet parents can list their holiday dates and pet sitters can apply. There's an annual membership fee for both sides, and this ensures that all background checks are done on each side so that the platform can live up to its name of being trusted house sitters. So as a sitter, you send an application to a pet owner's listing, and the pet owner then decides, after checking your profile, whether they want to arrange to meet up to chat before they make their decision. Kind of like a dating app, but less creepy. Once you've chatted and both parties give the green light, the dates are confirmed, details are exchanged, and logistics are organized. So by the time we landed in Virginia, we had our first night at an airport hotel booked, and the following 4 nights confirmed in Vienna to look after our first cute charge, Rosie. What we doing?
we're waiting for our lift.
So our first night.
How did my body know that it's 3 in the morning?
Yeah.
Even though I've crossed 6 time zones.
And now we are heading off to our first stay. We're going to be a bit nomadic over the next few weeks.
Living out of suitcases.
Showing you out and about as we explore the different neighborhoods before committing to a specific neighborhood in an apartment. So we've got lots of explorations happening.
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh.
Let's go walkies. Are you excited to go walkies? Let's go. Let's go.
As we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm on.
We were really spoiled by landing in Vienna, Virginia in the middle of summer in our first week in the USA. We were astonished by the greenery and the abundance of nature trails and streams and wildlife. Where are you going? Rosie, I don't think I can go there. Come on. Are you just taking chances? Decided you're lying down? Is this where you're gonna chill? Rosie kindly showed us her favorite walks around the neighborhoods, and before we knew it, it was time to say goodbye and move on. We're nearly home. We're literally just here.
Come on, come on.
We're nearly here. Yeah. There we go. And so every day we are learning new things.
Stressful, isn't it?
It is. We're having to start all over again, learning the most basic of pieces of information, like how to navigate the bus system, how to navigate the metro.
Where things are, where you buy your food.
Yeah, which grocery stores do we shop at?
Where is the grocery store?
It was around this time that I decided to set myself the challenge of booking us 6 months worth of house sitting gigs. This was our second sitting gig. And is where we met Frege and Dot, two character-filled cats who welcomed us into their home and provided us with endless entertainment and companionship. As you can see, the tranquility of Frege and Dot's home, coupled with the lovely warm summer weather, meant that I spent a lot of time with them outdoors while Jean worked inside the house. Frege is honestly the biggest cat I've ever seen in my life, and he was kind enough to catch a baby rabbit and toss it about in front of me one afternoon, while Dot regaled us with her talents of knocking things off of tables at 5:30 every morning until we got out of bed to feed her. But watching her rivalry with Mr. Squirrel play out made up for the forced early mornings. They were an absolute delight. Before we knew it, 10 days had passed and it was time to pack our bags again and head off to our next pet sit. And this is where we met Marlo.
And just like that, we're at our next house sitting. This is Marlo. Yes. We're going to be looking after Marlo for the next 3 or 4 days, aren't we, Marlo?
As luck would have it, Marlo also lived in Vienna, so we found ourselves in a familiar neighborhood with more of the luscious greenery we love so much. We were fortunate that I was able to meet Marlo's parents while we were still looking after Rosie several weeks earlier. I think this really helped Marlo get comfortable with us for the few days that we were with her.
Little league game going on.
This pitch was good, the rest not so good. But a particularly nice smell.
It was, yes.
We kept to Marlo's well-worn route around the houses, but also played ball and watched her chase the chipmunks in her own beautiful back garden.
I caught a glimpse of you out on the road.
Her garden felt more like part of the surrounding forest, and we felt incredibly fortunate to have stayed with Marlo for a few days. We were actually meant to stay with Marlo longer, but due to a change in dates for Marlo's parents, our stay was cut short. That's just par for the course when you're pet sitting. Sometimes plans change and you have to be flexible.
Lost in the silence.
course, all things must come to an end.
Another day, another house.
We were once again fortunate to meet up with owners of this lovely home and their two gorgeous kitties, which helped us settle in and feel comfortable in their space.
That feeling when you think you're being watched. Hello, Bubbles. Like a little gargoyle. Let's go say hello to Bubbles. I see you. I see you, sweet thing. Yes. Hello. 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 Oh, and there's Sopo who wants in on this action. Yeah. Oh, you too. You're so cute. How cute are you? Going to say hello? Yeah. You and your belly. I really love this pet sitting. It's such a great introduction to the USA.
It's really important that as a pet sitter, you feel completely comfortable looking after animals, but also living in someone else's home while they aren't there. I found that making sure to understand and respect their house rules allowed us to relax more, which in turn obviously impacts how comfortable the animals are with you in your company.
It's moving day. It's exciting to go to a new place, but
Today we are going to a familiar place. There's all our bags, ready and waiting, and it's always a touch and go whether it's going to fit into the lift. But we do order the XLs, so shouldn't be a problem.
So my plan of having 6 months worth of pet sitting gigs booked up in advance didn't always line up perfectly, which necessitated a few nights at a hotel or Airbnb.
And so sometimes between house sits, you have to fill the gaps with staying in hotels. Simple, basic,
shower,
everything you
toilet,
need. Not the
tiny,
great,
tiny little kitchen.
tiny little kitchenette
Yeah.
where you can still do all your self-catering and
And
cook your own
one
food.
thing is I can see Abigail. It's not like she's in some other room and I don't know where
Oh
she is.
yeah, I was wondering what you're talking about. Yeah. I mean, some of these places we've been staying in have been huge, and I'm not comfortable if I don't know where you are.
No,
Are
we end up in the same room all the
Yeah.
time.
Well, the same 2 rooms, and those are the only 2 rooms we'll end up
Yeah.
using. So, like, are we codependent or something? Sometimes they're not the grandest of rooms, but they're comfortable. We've got the aircon and everything you
It's
need.
actually much more our size.
Yeah.
I actually found that some hotels were cheaper than Airbnb because of all the additional fees, like cleaning services that get added on an Airbnb booking rate. When booking a hotel room, we either made sure that they had a kitchenette and were close to grocery stores so we could cook for ourselves, or that they were nearby to restaurants and eateries.
So today is moving day. We are leaving our hotel after having hidden ourselves away inside and gotten a lot of work done. As with all our travel days, the move is it's quite an ordeal because there is a lot of luggage, and that is just par for the course when you move your entire life to a new country and you pack your entire life into the suitcases that you have with you.
One thing about living out of suitcases for this length of time is that you become quite the expert at packing and moving.
Okay, let's meet you. Hello. 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 You're so cute. Okay, I may not be getting my jogging in just yet, but I sure am getting my exercise. Are you a little show off? Oh man.
Most times, like in this case, the only contact we had with the owners was on the phone, where we agreed to sit and received instructions for how to gain access to the property.
What is it?
I'm here on my own right now because Jean is at work in his office giving his lecture today. Today is one of his lecture days. I have to say, this whole experience so far, I've been so surprised by how much I'm actually enjoying it. I thought it would be a bit weird, you know, going into strangers' homes and looking after their pets, and you know, that it would be awkward. But I have just found that it's just been the most fascinating and valuable way of getting to know an area, and in particular for us, a completely new country. There are parts of the city that I know that we would never have experienced had we not done this house sitting journey and experience. We are getting insight not only into the areas, but also insight into how people are living. You know, how does it compare to live out in a suburb versus living in a city versus living an apartment versus a house. While the cats have a little argument in the background there. And people have been so kind and so welcoming and so trusting. Like, we are these foreigners, these people from South Africa who are attempting something quite bizarre, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. You know, I mean, who goes to a completely new country and chooses to be homeless for 5 or 6 months? You know, we're getting to know these animals and we're becoming attached to these animals, and it's like, wow, we are just, you know, experiencing life like we're locals. And I'm beginning to really enjoy this process. We are a month and a half into the journey, so yeah, we still got a number of months to go. Hopefully the enjoyment of it continues.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of home. I need you.
With each of our stays, it didn't take long for us to settle in and feel like we were at home, or at least visiting a friend. It's crazy how quickly a new space can become familiar and comfortable.
I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong?
Yeah, so we deserve a little bit of luxury in our lives. Yeah. We've earned it.
All the study to go sit and work in now.
But first, or at least after you've worked, we have to go and find some food.
So on our one night off duty from pet sitting, we ventured out for dinner and inadvertently discovered one of the best falafel places in DC.
Yum.
We'll tell you all about it. You can't see it, it's too dark.
Too dark, so yeah, we'll report on it afterwards.
It was really good.
So we find ourselves in our next pet sitting home, and this here is Chile. Chile. And we're going to be here for a week. Yes, we're going to be here for a week. I know, it's so exciting. And currently we are on 14th Street in the U Street district of DC. Okay. Okay, 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 you got me. Okay, this is where we're gonna sleep, is it? Is this where we're gonna sleep? Okay. Oh, you're on my hair. Ow. You're so cute. Yes, you are. You're so cute. Jean gets home. We're gonna take you out for a WALK.
Yes. And then we'll go grocery shopping because we need to stock up. This is the view from our apartment. And how lovely is this? Elizabeth, owner, Tilly's mum, left us a bottle of local wine. This is from Virginia. Virginia's Estate Norton. I'm so excited to try this.
We are really surprised by how dog-friendly most apartment blocks are in DC and the surrounding neighborhoods. People really take pet parenting seriously in these parts, and it's really great news if you're a dog lover because you'll be guaranteed to find an apartment block or complex that allows dogs.
Come on. Are you lazy?
Some apartment buildings even have a dedicated pooch parlor for the residents to bathe their fur kids. How cool is that?
Hello. Hello. How are you? Good.
She's a good girl. You're doing so well. Yes. Come on, Tilly.
Garden won't stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass.
We've really appreciated that having to walk the dogs we've looked after has forced us to really take in our surroundings and experience new places at a slower pace than what we might otherwise have, had we been in a car or in the metro or even on our scooters. Walking a dog in a new place really makes you present to your surroundings.
And tell me all that you've seen, all the colors. Summer love.
So Jean has gone into Bank of America again because we were very successful in opening a bank account within the first day or so of arriving in the States. He did get a card, but then promptly put in the wrong PIN and got it blocked. And then because we have been nomadic, we don't actually have an address for them to send his new card to. So that is one downfall of doing this whole nomadic thing. It does add an extra level of complexity when it comes to things that require having your home address.
As a pet sitter, you're committing to a lot of responsibility.
Where are we, girl?
Ensuring that the pet you're looking after is well taken care of, getting the food and exercise they need, and you're also responsible for entertainment, even on the rainy days. And yes, that means going out in said rain when nature calls.
That's sure something I could use. A cure.
But of course, it's all worth it. I even shared our late Poochie's teddy bear with Tilly because, well, you can see why.
Did you find that patient teddy bear?
So, yeah, we woke up to this morning in our new place.
It's time for caffeine.
Yeah.
Which is the perfect time to introduce you to this guy. Bruce is a bulldog who lives in the northeast of DC in an area called Brookland.
What do you want? What do you want? Mr. Bruce? What do you want? What should we give you? You want your sweetie? Should we get you a sweetie?
Which one was your sweetie?
Is this what you want? Is this what you want? Yeah? Sit.
Bruce is a funny guy who loves his treats, his toys, and his walks. And he even has a favorite TV show, The Great British Bake Off, of course.
Is this where you go for tea? Let's go. Come on. That's what I hear. Come on, boy. Oh, are we tired? Is this where the walk ends? Are you done walking, Bruce? Come on, let's go. So we are out on a crisp autumn Sunday morning.
It's nice when you stay in the sun.
Yes, it's a bit chilly. We have decided that American autumns are equivalent to our winters. So we've gone directly from summer to winter. In a neighborhood called Brookland. So this is...
Boy,
Where are you going, boy?
where are you going, boy?
Come on, it's this way.
There we go. And there's a used condom in there.
Oh, nice.
Lovely.
So we're getting to know the lay of the land. We've been told that the northeast and southeast of DC is generally neighborhoods not desirable. But, you know, we're here to explore and it's all relative coming from South Africa. This looks lovely. Nice houses. Let's go.
And apparently he enjoyed our company too. According to his mum, Bruce must have been very comfortable with us to have chosen to sleep with us on the bed.
He did not jump off.
He did actually.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And now we are walking Raleigh.
Lily's enjoying it?
So this was a unique situation we encountered where two of our booked pet sits overlapped by a night, which meant that we had to split up for one night. I stayed with Bruce and Jean stayed with Raleigh. Fortunately, Bruce's home was within scooting distance from Raleigh, so I was able to help Jean and Raleigh get acquainted on the first day. The next day I said my goodbyes to Bruce and was reunited with Jean and Raleigh to explore his neighborhood of the Navy Yard. Raleigh's apartment block was right in downtown Navy Yard and it had an incredible roof terrace which overlooked the sea of shiny buildings and busy streets. As I mentioned, one huge benefit of looking after dogs is that we're forced to go out on foot 3 to 4 times a day and explore our surroundings. We've seen places we would never have seen in DC and surrounds thanks to the dogs we've had to walk. When you're new to an area, you don't know what you don't know, but these walks quickly expanded our horizons.
Just enough for all of us to eat in this city. There'll be no broken hearts in this
Really, the water's not cleaner.
What a lovely place to come and walk by the Navy Yard.
Yeah, we have just discovered the riverfront, which is apparently different to the wharf. Apparently people get that confused all the time.
There's only one problem with this whole deal. The people in charge are asleep at the wheel, and this city.
Are you the big boy who wants to go walkies? Are you the big boy who wants to go walkies? Hey? Is it you? Is it you? Look, we're getting a tail wiggy. We're getting a tail wiggy. Yes. Oh. Yeah. Ooh, stretchy, stretchy.
Really is quite a shy dog, but as he learned to trust us, he seemed to warm up and get comfortable. Unfortunately, this just about coincided with our departure and having to say goodbye to this beautiful boy.
So today is another moving day.
Finished with classes. It's unfortunately late in the afternoon, so it's rush hour.
Yeah. But we are
And,
between ring bursts as well, cloud bursts.
So we're going to, and it's a very long ride.
Yeah, today we head back to Virginia. Packed and loaded, we've got all our stuff here.
Falls Church.
Falls Church.
We're going
yeah.
to go see what Falls Church is like.
Let's go.
Let's
Show how we pack it all in.
Was it easy?
It is a bit. This one. So we've arrived at our hotel. We're here just for one night while we wait for our next house sitting tomorrow, just down the road.
Yeah, in Falls Church.
I'm so happy to be back in Virginia.
Yeah, we're starting to say that you now get the Virginia vibe. You can so close your eyes, open your eyes, look at the houses. This is Virginia, right?
Yeah. And there's a Virginia vibe for sure. So we're happy to be back here. Does that mean we're getting old?
No, it's
We
just
like the quieter neighborhoods and
it's not necessarily that. It's the lovely trees and
nature. That's for sure. So this is the reality of our room. It's not so bad. So we're gonna get on our scooters and go tootin' to Aldi.
Where we tooting to?
Aldi.
It's got a nice little kitchen.
Yeah, so we can cook.
We can cook
I
some
like
dinner
this.
tonight.
This is much better than the extended stay.
Don't do extended stay.
It served its purpose. But this hotel room is it's almost the size of an apartment you would expect in the center of DC. It's not that much smaller than the apartment that we've just left.
Coffee time.
It's not very good coffee. How did you sleep?
Oh, I said very well.
What do you think of this place?
No, I mean the room's very nice, bed's very comfy, and we could crack the windows a bit.
Yeah, it's a novelty. Apartments we've been staying in the city of late, they are like full-on apartments. Seems you can't open the windows and get fresh air, as aircon or nothing.
After our coffee, we packed our bags and headed out. As it happened on most moving days, Jean had a class to teach, so he went off to the university while I facilitated the move. Once Jean joined me at our new temporary home, we headed out with our new friends, Frosty and Jack.
You are ready to go, Uncle Jean. Wow. Okay.
Jack and Frosty were a lot of fun and have a lot of energy. We got to know their routines, their different personalities.
Hello, Jack. Are you a cutie boy?
Their preferred playtimes and toys.
Hello, Frosty. Have you got a toy? Bring me your toy. Bring me your toy. Here we go. Go!
And we were particularly thankful for their garden and being able to spend time outdoors on the grass among the trees with them.
Cool, huh?
It's very pretty indeed.
White balance is autocorrecting. But in real life, it's much pinker. Hello, you two. Hello. Oh, not there.
But playtime wasn't only for the dogs. We took advantage while we had the opportunity.
Oh, what's your excuse?
You'll see shortly what the excuse is.
The sun. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no, I think it's my turn. Way!
After all the fun and games, there's actually one more family member to introduce you to.
What did you do to your ball? You moved your ball. Wow. I hope you don't jump. You want some more wormies?
Strawberries and kale. Let's do this.
Oh.
Of course, Jack and Frosty worked their way into our hearts and our bed. And before long, we had to say our farewells.
Baby Bo's time. It's Baby Bo's time. Oh, here we go. There's Baby Bo's.
Another week and another location. After Jack and Frosty, we found ourselves in new territory. Actually, it was old territory. We returned to a home we'd previously been to. For a few days, we returned to Bubbles and Sopo's house after their parents requested a second sit. Fortunately, our schedule had a rather big gap, so we were happy to fill it in part in a familiar place. But after a few short days, the balance of our gap was spent in a hotel.
Just come back from a shopping expedition at Target.
Which is right there, we can see it from here.
Outside of the window. And you know the problem that happens when you shop hungry? So we came back with a whole bunch of crap.
No, this is not crap.
It's not crap, but this will be our first ever vegan jerky. What did they call it?
Beef jerky.
Beef jerky. So in South Africa we call it biltong. And this is Beyond Meat Jerky, plant-based, slow-roasted and kettle-cooked teriyaki flavor.
Famous Beyond
brand.
brand.
So we're going to try it for the first time.
Go for it.
Oh, I can't do that.
I can. I thought that was delicious.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, these are teeth. Oh, very good.
Wow. It's definitely got the consistency of biltong or jerky. My goodness.
We approve.
Yeah.
Where did you put the beers?
In the fridge.
We're back in our favorite spot.
And we have more food!
A dog on a stick.
Yes, this will be our first experience of...
Cool dogs.
You didn't even wait.
I couldn't wait. Oh, yummy. My name is Jean, and I approve of this product.
I don't know if I do.
You can give me yours.
It's so it's a Vienna, obviously a vegan Vienna on the inside, and then the outside looks like a batter, but it's quite sweet. I don't know if they're meant to be sweet.
Sweet bread.
Don't know.
It's delicious. Don't listen to her.
What does that smell like? Milius, okay, so corn. Definitely corn. But sweet corn. Definitely sweet corn. Okay.
I like it. I'll eat yours.
No, I'm gonna eat it, but I don't think I will get it again. I'm hungry.
Oh.
Well, if you want, you get. Radio.
But chilly.
We haven't yet had breakfast, but we are taking a walk to go get some coffee because breakfast, coffee, ain't so great.
You can't call that coffee.
No. Okay, this is a chilly autumn morning. It's currently 6 degrees. Coldest yet, I think.
But you know you're desperate if you go get coffee at McDonald's.
Suitably caffeined up, we headed out to our next house sit in Alexandria, which was a welcome respite. This is where we stayed with the delightful Sophie and Bilbo. These two are a rambunctious pair who love to chase their toys, each other, and the neighborhood squirrels in their garden. We took them on walks in a nearby park and historical site dating back to the Civil War. It was a really cool way to learn about a piece of America's history while out walking the dogs among the autumn leaves.
All the ways, hey? This one. There's a good girl. Okay, back to you. Good girl. That one is a good girl. All clean.
Do you want to take him in? There you go.
What's up, guys? It's been a while since we recorded anything.
Can you see us? It's so dark.
It's been a crazy couple of weeks. You've been working really, really hard.
Yes, I've been working hard.
It's a Saturday today, and of course, he was working
All day.
the whole day. So, yeah, we're gonna head out now because I have a hankering for some donuts. I did an online search.
Getting dark.
Jean's complaining,
Because it's getting dark.
and so we need to get moving so that we can go get these donuts.
In a previous video, we explained why we were one scooter down. So we were very grateful that Sophie and Bilbo's dad had a bicycle that he was willing to lend to us.
You wanna check?
It's a lovely way to explore the neighborhood, and we really enjoyed seeing the streets of suburban Alexandria.
It's a cute little streetie. That's the sum total of their donuts. Alright then, I'll have that one. We'll have to come another time so we can have more options. We're gonna have. There's a.
I can hardly do the ice cream because there's no chocolate in it. Really forcing myself here.
Yeah.
Chocolate is everything.
We left a little disappointed that there weren't many donut choices, but the outing was an enjoyable one regardless.
Oh,
Was it worth it?
I overdid it completely. Especially after that ice cream.
Good morning, it's the next day.
Coffee and donuts.
Oh, I got these two for company. They want some donuts too. You guys want some donut and coffee? Yo. Sophie got the last donut. Sneaky bum. Are you a sneaky bum? Hey? Did you get the last donut? Yeah, look at her. Behind my back. Okay, you at least have to show it. Okay, okay. But I can't help that you stole it now, can I?
We thoroughly enjoyed staying with Sophie and Bilbo in their Alexandria home, and it was especially memorable because of the autumn colours we got to enjoy in the area. It was soon time for us to head off to our new location, which, as it happened, was just around the corner. So we're in a new house sit. We've been in Alexandria a couple of times, and this won't be our last. And this time we are looking after sweet little Cece. She's a 1-year-old, and she's just the cutest thing you ever did see. Yes, here's the Cece girl. Yes, hello Cece. Hello, Cece girl. Are you the cutie patootie? Oh, you scared of the camera? Don't be scared of that camera, girl. Come here. Come here. I got your ducky duck. I got your... Oh. Come on. He's a good girl. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you, girl. No. It's just a camera. Eat your carrot. You don't want your carrot? She's really cute and playful, normally. She's just very shy. Cece's mom had explained to us that Cece is an anxious dog, and she's apparently particularly anxious around men. So a few months back, we met Cece in person so that she was introduced to us by her mom, and so that she'd feel some familiarity when we arrived.
You made her disappear.
It didn't take much to curb her shyness. If we were willing to throw her toys around, she was quite happy to come out of her shell.
There we go.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has
Managing each pet's idiosyncrasies is par for the course when you're pet sitting, and it helps to have experience with different animals with different temperaments.
Good morning.
It's cold.
Yes.
Did you notice?
We are stepping out today, and it is going to be a high of 3 degrees Celsius today. We're currently staying in a neighbourhood called Bloomingdale on U Street, and it's very cute. Cute architecture,
cute little row houses, lovely quiet streets, even though we're in the center of DC.
Yeah, it's amazing. People don't seem to come outside.
No. I'm sure the novelty is worn off for the locals when it comes to cold weather.
So while we began exploring a new, unknown to us part of the city, we also began to explore a completely unknown to us type of pet. The reason we found ourselves in this delightful neighborhood.
This here is Phoebe. She's a cockatoo. You're a cockatoo. Are you a cockatoo? Yes. It's my first time ever interacting with a bird, and I had no idea. They were so like cuddly and clingy and just basically like a puppy in a bird's body. Just wants to cuddle and be with people all the time. Don't you? Hi. Say hi. And then she has a brother. His name is Mango. And don't we? He likes to fly. He's a bit distressed with his feathers on his chest being a bit plucked. So we like to let him out and fly. And he's also quite sociable. So we are learning a lot about life with birds. We're learning a lot about you, aren't we? We're learning a lot about you. What does it taste like, Phoebe? No, you can't chew it. Let go of the camera. Let go of the camera. Let go. Let go of the camera. Let go. There you go. There you go.
This was a truly novel experience for us, and we didn't quite know what to expect. I had met with Phoebe and Mango's parents several months prior and told them that we had zero idea how to take care of birds. I was even afraid to touch Phoebe at that initial visit, but they eased my hesitations and provided enough information and reassurance that I felt confident we'd manage.
Hi.
They were also really communicative, so I was able to stay in touch, especially in the first few days when I had a lot of questions and needed reassurance that we were doing things right.
Hello.
It didn't take long for Phoebe and I to form a bond, and with days, hours even, we were inseparable. Which I soon realized isn't necessarily the best thing, especially when you're trying to work on your laptop with a very demanding bird nearby.
Phoebe left a present this morning.
I felt really bad because that was the morning we were leaving and Phoebe and her brother Mango's parents were coming home. Laying an egg was the one thing her mom said she didn't want to have happen. Apparently it can be quite dangerous for cockatoos if they lay too many eggs. Fortunately though, Phoebe was fine and her mom was completely understanding. Apparently Phoebe and I bonded a little too much, and all that panting you saw her doing was her displaying that she really liked me, which was probably what led to the egg. What can I say? I'm clearly too charming. Two little guys became our constant companions for a full 2 months. Yep, it is possible to find longer term pet sit gigs, which is super handy when you're new to a country and still need to figure out where to lay down your roots. It gave us a breather to figure out what our next step would be once our 6 months of nomad life was up. We felt incredibly blessed to have the opportunity to look after Kaiser and Chancellor because A, they're just so adorable, and B, they live in a really special location in Alexandria, walking distance to the old town, which is completely charming.
That looks happening, yeah? Smile.
We were in close proximity to Whole Foods and Aldi, which was convenient for groceries, as well as an endless choice of coffee shops, restaurants, and everything else that comes with quaint old villages.
Wishan. Wishan.
Life with these guys began to feel normal again after several months of living nomadically. We started contemplating the reality of finding a place of our own and settling down into one place. And Alexandria was a real contender given everything we were learning about it.
We really hit the pet sit jackpot with these two. In no time we fell completely in love with them and the area, and for Christmas we even got to go to their real home out in the mountains.
Everybody gets into the Christmas spirit here. It's so cool.
There you go.
Jump in.
Merry Christmas! I think we can honestly say this is the coldest Christmas we've ever experienced.
Absolutely. Having lived in the southern hemisphere for the most of our lives.
So after a Merry Christmas and an amazing 2 months with these guys, it was with heavy hearts that we said goodbye to Chancellor and Kaiser, which brought our 6-month nomadic rent-free pet sit journey to an end, and the start of our next chapter. We hope you found this video useful, endearing, and just plain enjoyable. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to learn the pros and cons of living as rent-free nomads in the USA for 6 months, make sure you subscribe because that's what we'll be sharing in the next video. Let us know if you have any questions and just drop them in the comments down below. See you next time.